Hello, Blue Malays, Kixomato, hi. I hope you guys can put up with my very quirky English. It's weird, but that's how I am. Okay, now, Blue Malay said he likes to see the early phase of the game. Let me start at the very beginning. Let me show you a few things concerning the very early stage. Alright, so I start a new game. Now, this is where I come from, that's why I like this name. I record what I do. I want to use the tutorial. It really doesn't matter where you start, it doesn't. And off you go, alright? Now, most people turn the tutorial on at the beginning, and if you do, it pays to stick to it. This tutorial isn't very forgiving when you veer off, when you do your own stuff. It doesn't like that very much. And it only takes about 10 minutes. Everybody can stick to a line for 10 minutes, can you not? So, WASD, and zoom out and press X, and then uncover 3 more squares. And there you go. Now for the basics. Pick up 1 stone. And realize that when you hold a stone, you can only hold stones. That's why you have a backpack. Put the stone in the backpack and you have the hands free for other items. Put it back. Hold down Alt to hover over things to see what you can apply the stone to and what you cannot. Then find a tree and chop it. Dee 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 boom. No, there's the boom. We don't need the stone, so we'll drop that with a right click. And it tells us we've got the basics. Now we need the workbench. There it is. And it doesn't matter where you stick it as long as you don't try to place it on a stick like I just did. A log, if you look at the bottom right, has a weight of 3. You see a hand with a 3 in it. That's why you can only carry 1 log at a time, because it requires 3 of your 4 hand spaces. A stick requires only 1 hand, so you can carry up to 4 simultaneously. I have 3. 2 go on the table. And now it tells us to set the table for making an axe, and there's 1 stick and 1 stone to make 1 axe. And now it tells us, see, that's why I thought it might be a good idea to show you the early stage. Now, cool, the first tool. Pick up this one and it tells you to chop 1 log into 2 planks, and it tells you to chop 1 plank into 2 poles, and don't do more than the tutorial asks you to do. Refrain from mass producing stuff at this point. Instead it says make a workbench there, anywhere more or less. We need more logs, and that's where I usually forget that I'm still holding the axe, which is why I chop the log into planks when I'm meant to pick it up. And that's why the backpack is so useful. Put the axe in there so you can pick up stuff. 1, 2, 3, and 1 log. Dee. And another log. You also see in the same window at the bottom right where logs are stored, there's a small icon of a pallet and a green arrow pointing to it, telling you that this is where you store logs. Yeah, whereas a stone is stored in a crate. Okay, there's the workbench. We need to make a bot to teach. And to make one, we need a log, planks, poles, and tree seeds. I better open up a bit more here so we have all that stuff available. Lucky me, huge forest here, plenty of stuff. No shortage of anything. Fair enough. One log. Well, 2 planks. And then let's have this one here because it's closer by. 1 more plank. And 1 pole. And the bot's brain is a tree seed. I've always wondered why they're not called acorns until I realized that these are pine trees. And pine trees don't have acorns, so they couldn't call them an acorn because that would have felt wrong and someone would have complained. I guess, right? Anyway, now wind up the bot. I love this rear here. I love that, come on, that you can see this little wind up thing here. I love it that they are actually mechanical bots. They don't have any batteries. They only have a wind-up thingy inside. Anyway, he needs his own axe, so let's make another. 1 stick, 1 stone. There you go. Pick up the axe, cast it to him. Ready to roll. Prepare to follow my instructions exactly. And then it says here, got your crude axe ready? And everybody just skips that sentence and presses space to blow the whistle and get the bot's attention without the axe being ready. Now I've got my axe ready. Now I press the whistle button. Select the bot. Select record. I'm supposed to cut this tree, so that's what I'm going to do. And this area is all wrong, all in the wrong place, but I'm only told to put a repeat loop around that and press play. So that's what I do. Follow the instructions. Don't try to be smart here. Alright. Close that window and make another bot. One, 2, 3 planks. 1 pole, 1 log, and a tree seed. Hi Castiel, hi! Schön, dass du auch da bist. Ich hoffe, das macht dir nichts, dass ich es auf Englisch mache. Ich mache es vor allen Dingen für Blue Malays, der Englisch spricht und okay. There's bot number 2. Gerne doch, sehr gut. Okay. Bot number 2 needs a wind up. And he needs a different tool. He needs a crude spade. So let's change the workbench to crude spade. Pick up a stick. Pick up a stone. There you go, 1 crude spade. And this time I don't need 1 for me and 1 for him. Unlike the axe, which I still need to use. So I can use the spade that is for him. Pick it up for now. Press space. Get him ready and then dig exactly where I'm supposed to. And then I'm told to enlarge the area and only enlarge it, not move it. There's a good reason for this. Keep it that way. Check. Put a loop around that. Press play. And let him rip. Okay, almost done. Oh, I forgot to throw my spade to him. Should have done that before I started. Before I pressed play, but no harm in this. 1 more seed. more log, 3 planks and a pole. If you want to be smart here, chop the logs into 4 planks, but don't chop them up into poles yet, because you can carry 4 planks, but you couldn't carry a pole at the same time, right? So 3 planks on the table, 1 to the side. Now I chop it into 2 poles, and here's my bot number 3. Okay, wind him up. Good. Press space, select him, record. You're told to pick up a seed. Well, this is an unfortunate place, but it doesn't matter. You're supposed to stick it in a hole. You're supposed to put a loop around that and press play, and that's what you do. Check out that bot. Hooray! Now the tutorial is completed, and you're flooded with information. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. This is really going on my nerves. These interruptions, they piss me off in this game. Everything else is brilliant, but this isn't. Because it always happens when I'm thinking about something very different and it interrupts. Okay, still, this menu is very important. Yeah? You want to know how to make an axe? Apply a stick and a stone to a table. You want to know how to make a table? Click on it. A table is made with sticks and logs. You want to know how to obtain a stick? Apply a mallet to a tree. Did you know that? That you can clobber a tree with a mallet to get sticks? The book tells you everything about this. The book is really great, and it says anything you can do, bots can too. In fact, if you find yourself doing something too often, just automate it, and that's the key to this entire game. Right, at this point I open this menu and I stop this bot and call him my cutter, and I stop the second bot and call him my digger, and I stop the third bot and call him my planter. And by holding Control I can select all at the same time, and then press the Make Team button here. Give this team a name, give it a color, check. Right, and now you can see how these areas overlap. Now you can plan, which you couldn't do before. Let's see. There's good reason why the standard area is only 7 by 7, and the reason is certainly not that you have to select it and then press select it and press maximize here. That would be stupid. Why not give me the maximized range immediately? No, this size is a good size. Stick to it. Right? This is a good forest. 7 by 7 with interspaced trees. Well, I'm missing one here. I would have 16. This way it's 15 trees in that area. And that's all you're going to need. Watch. Alright, so this is where I plant. And I find seeds around that area. Here. Where you chop trees, seeds fall. Right? So this is now your work area. And the digger is now limited to the same range. Right? No need for you to make more than that. So wait, let me do it like that. This is easier for me. Okay, there's my 7 by 7 area. That's why I plant trees, where I plant trees. No more. Off you go. And this is where the cutter finds the trees as well. Right here. Now if you do want to make use of the ones around this, yeah, by all means make this area a little bigger. For now. Okay, but the thing is that the cutter can cut about a dozen trees before a new one has matured to a full-grown tree. So when he's cut down tree number 12, tree number 1 is back and ready to be cut, and that's why you don't need any more than these dozen trees, and 16 is already a bit extra, or 15 in my case. Now, the most important thing that you learn from the tutorial, shut it, there's the chopping block, the eagerly awaited one. The most important thing you learn in the tutorial is make a bot before you do anything else. And that's what's not really clear. It's not said in a very clear manner, and people miss that. Now we need the chopping block now to make planks and poles. Chopping block also requires 1 log, and it requires 1 axe, and I still have one here. It's used, but doesn't make a difference. Still a perfect chopping block that I get from this. This is where I now make my planks, which means I've got my backpack free. I no longer need to carry an axe. That's great. I can now pick up 1 item, put it in my backpack, and pick up another. So it saves me a few trips now and then. Not in this case it doesn't, but whatever. Okay, the next bot is nearly ready. What's he gonna do? The bot that you just make is always the bot for the next task that needs to be done, whatever that is. And usually at this stage of the game, the next task that needs to be done is that one bot needs a wind-up. So that's what bot number 4 is going to be. He's my wind-up guy. Don't plan ahead. Be very close to what's happening. Stick to that. Okay. Now here's one reason why I keep the forest small. I can set up this wind-up range to include my entire forest, +1 here on the fringe, and then some here. That way I have all my workstations also included in this one wind-up range. Make the forest as big as you can, and you don't cover everything with one wind-up bot. Silly, knowing that this is all that the 3 bots can manage anyway. Right? Off you go. Now, shortly after that, we'll find that one of the bots will break his tool. Probably the tree cutter first. So let's get ready for that. Actually, if I pick up the seed first, I can put it in my backpack and then pick up the log. Saves me 1 trip. Fair enough. Right, and now we need more planks. And a pole. And there's the first bot complaining. Who is it? It's the digger. Alright, if you can't work, stop. Stop the bot so he doesn't whine all the time and go on your nerves. So, one pole, 1, 2, 3 planks. 1, 2, 3 planks, 1 pole. Next bot ready. What's he gonna do? What's your guess? What do we need? We need a spade now for him, right? That's what this bot is going to be. A spade maker. Record. You take a stone. I can put this in my backpack. The bot cannot. That's why no put in backpack command appears here, because the Mark 0 bot doesn't have a backpack. But I can use it. And I can also pick up a stick, throw the stick on the table, retrieve my stone, put that on the table, and I've got all the commands I need, just in the wrong order. Hold control to mark any commands, move the group into the right position, put a loop around it, off you go. No, stop. I don't want you to make spades forever. I don't need a stack of spades, no way. So what you do instead is, you do this until question mark is full. And then we replace the question mark with this work table. Do this until the crude workbench is full. Now, when I start it, it sees that the condition is fulfilled and immediately goes into stop. Well, that's not good enough. I need to repeatedly check forever if the condition has changed. Now it's ready. Okay, watch the stream tomorrow, Kexo, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Alright? Now, the next thing is that the digger learns where to find a spade. So I go into record mode with the digger, and I pick up the spade, and here is find the nearest spade, move there, pick it up. I want the bot to do all this until his hands are full, or not empty is good enough. Yeah, until you hold something in your hands. Do that inside the forever loop. Now have my spade for now and go digging. Same with the tree cutter. Stop him. Now we need a tool maker for the tree cutter. 1 seed and 1 log. This has got to stop. This is so tedious, carrying these heavy items here. But we're not quite there yet. Not quite. We're close, but it's a bit missing. Where's the pole? Oh, I can't find it because it's underneath. Too bad. So we have 2 trips this time. Fair enough. Okay, 1 more workbench. This one is for my axe maker. Well, I can't record your program yet because I need to finish the table first. Okay, 1 log, 2 logs, and 2 sticks. 1, 2. Okay, great stuff. This is for making an axe. And the axe maker is going to do that. He is going to pick up a stone. I forgot to set up the proper range with a spade maker. I have to redo that, I guess. And put a pick up a stick anywhere here. And later you're going to find your sticks, well, somewhere here around the forest that we're having here. That'll do. Put both on the table. Stick and stone. Done. Done. By the way, if you're wondering if the bot has a backpack or not, stop him and press this double arrow. That's the inventory. And then you see it has 3 hands and no backpack. But an upgrade slot. You can give him a backpack via an upgrade later, if you want to. Anyway, that's for now. Right, again, you do this until question mark is full, question mark is that table, do that forever, go. See, and the spade maker is already confused because it couldn't find any sticks. I need to rearrange these areas here. Stones are here for now, and sticks are here around our forest. I don't have to be very accurate with this, not for now. But now it's all ready and waiting. And now that I have an axe maker, I can also afford to make my second chopping block. Because I need an axe to make one, right? There's an axe, and here's one pole, log. Now we've got a dedicated chopping block for the poles. I don't have to switch anymore. Did I start the cutter? No, I forgot to teach him where to find an axe. You find it here, mister. This is how you get your axe. Do this until your hands are no longer empty. Inside that loop, use this axe that I'm holding. Off you go, chop your trees. Hooray! Now this is all running smooth, I'd say. What else do we need? We need to make these two a team. They are now my tool shop. Give it some nice color. Done. I need another one of those tool shop thingies. If only I could remember where my wind-up guy goes, right? Well, do you know this? In the blueprint menu, this button at the far left is for drawing reference frames on the ground. What's my widest range? It's 13 by 13. Right. So that's going to be my wind-up range. Right, and I want to place that around my 7 by 7 forest. That's where my forest is, and it's green. Right, now let's move the wind-up range so we include the forest and one extra tile around it, because that's where things will drop outside the forest here. So that's where my collector bots will work, and I need to cover them with a wind-up bot. Okay, now I know where I've got room for all my work tables and where I shouldn't put them. Oh, this is the option field down here, bottom left, for always show those areas, and the shortcut for that is shown at the far right of the screen. I can't even move my mouse pointer there without losing it. It's really stupid. Okay, so if I forget it here and I lose my areas, I press Control P to turn this on and off. Right, now we know what we're doing. Have a third one of these. I need 2 logs. And 2 sticks. Good morning. Can I have one more stick, please? Oh boy, where are all the sticks? Oh yeah. So that's the workbench for making a pickaxe, because we need a pickaxe to get more stones. We're running out of stones here. And don't you dare make a pickaxe yourself now. That would be stupid, because you'll have to do it again and again and again. Never do that. If it needs to be done, whatever it is, if it needs to be done, teach your bot to do it so you don't have to do it twice. That's the core of this game. And that's what I call don't Minecraft in Autonauts. But that's what everybody is doing. Much of everything, big stockpiles, huge pallets full of stuff. Because that's all they know, that's what they learn playing Minecraft, and they cannot change their ways. And they always have good excuses for why they do that. Yeah. It's funny, it's really, really remarkable how this goes. Now, one pole, 1, 2, 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, one pole, and there, whoa, another certificate, hooray! Not now. Oh, you can move this antenna too, by the way, if that's in your way. Shift it somewhere else. Alright, now I'll wind you up. You're outside the wind-up range. I don't know. Sometimes I keep the output slot of that table inside the wind-up range, sometimes I don't. Can never really make up my mind here. Anyway, you are my pick maker. Toolmaker number 3. Ha! And someone just stole my last stone here. That is unfortunate. So these little boulders here, they only give up so much stone, right? Not much. But they bleed stone. If you completely run out of stone, you can wait for a little bit and one little stone will appear next to this boulder. They drip stones at a very slow pace, but that is a good last resort if all goes wrong. Anyway, I've got one here, so what? Can you please pick it up? Yes, find your stone here. But no, you don't. You find your stone here. I want to remove this boulder because it's blocking my path here, so I want to do that first. There, you saw it. Did you see that drop just now, this stone? Haha, interesting. Okay, anyway, pick up the stone, carry that, oh, yeah, carry that to the table. Okay, and pick up a stick, not a log, oh, a stick, good. Carry that to the table, and you find your stick. Well, here, that's the forest, and all around that you find the sticks. Do that until, what? Until that is full. Somehow I pressed too many buttons here. Okay, and do that forever, and there you go. That's my pick maker. He is also for the tool shop. Another bot. One seed, one log, and one pole, and one log cut into 2 planks. All this, you know, every single step that you have to do here is so tedious, so that you don't even think about doing it yourself. You know, it's to make you wish that someone else would do it for you. That's what this is all about. Okay, you are now my stone crusher. That's what we need to do next. Pick up your pick here. When you don't have one, do that until your hands are full or until your hands are not empty. It doesn't make a difference in this case. Then apply the pick to this boulder here. Done. Alright, repeat all that forever. Use my pick to do it. Go, go, go. Now, at this point, we have a problem with the wind-up guy. He doesn't cover this area, does he? Well, here's a neat trick. With this little box here, you can say exit repeat on fail. And what might fail? What might fail is this command here. You know, when I start the bot now, it'll jump into the forever loop and try to find the nearest bot. And it doesn't find one, so it's stuck on this command and repeats it. This is a loop in itself. You can even see the repeat here. You can see how the finger moves. Alright. And that's what you want to exit from when the command fails. Now, in spite of this being a forever loop, the bot tries and exits the loop. Now, holding control, I mark... Oh, I must be in record mode. I mark the loop and everything in it. It's enough to hold control and click on the loop itself. That marks everything. Now I press Control and C for copy. And I copy the entire loop and put it below. The memory is sufficient for that. Here's now my second range, and I can move the second range, say, here. And fortunately, it just covers the boulder and the drop area around it, so we're well covered here. Very good. Now, if I now press play, it won't find a bot to charge here, nor there. It will exit both loops, and then it will stop. So we need to put another forever loop with no exit on fail around this. And now the bot keeps checking this and that and this and that area and covers both until the wind-up bot itself runs dry, which will soon happen. But until then, we're covered. Let's make sure we remember that. So, take this and widen it to a 26 by 13. This is how much we now control here. Good. That's a good area to build in, isn't it? Maybe I should open this up just so that we know what's going on here around this. I won't do much longer. I'll be tired soon as well, but I think this opening stage is so important. If you get that right, if you learn how this game really works in this early stage of the game, it makes a huge difference. Now, what else do we need? Oh, I need to go to the tool shop guys here. He cannot find a stone because he's still looking in the wrong area. You find your nearest stone here now. You know what? Let's include both, because eventually the stones will show up here. And it doesn't matter if the area is bigger. It doesn't even slow him down. Yeah, exactly. I played this through, never to the end, but just before. I've got one game where I have 200 hours in it, and then I stopped and played the beginning over and over again, refining it every time, because I think that is where the fun is. But that, everyone's different, you know. To me, that was the greatest fun, refining this, understanding the workings better and better. Okay, now you can make an axe again. Good. What about the pick maker? You're happy. You're looking at the right place. Well, make this bigger. Make sure you include that area as well. Yeah. For later. Off you go. And the spade maker. Well, he is again looking for stones in all the wrong places. There you are. Now they're all happy. Everyone is making one tool. There's always one ready and waiting at the table. That's what we need for now. We can improve on this later, but this is fine for now. I'm sick and tired of making bots. That's the next thing that's got to change. Okay. Now, one poor little bot cannot make a bot. That will. His brain isn't good enough for that. But he can make half a bot. And that's still better than having to do everything myself. Oh, so I'm struggling with English, sorry, and it gets worse with me getting tired now. I hope you don't mind. Okay, there's this bot. Wind him up, and he's now my bot engineer number 1. Right, and his task is to carry 1 seed to the table and 1 log to the table, and he's gonna find 3 seeds in and around the forest. He's gonna find the logs too in and around the forest. He's gonna do that forever. Now he'll carry another tree seed to the table right now, but he can't add it to the table, so that's when he's going to stop for now. There he is, ready and waiting to add the seed to the table. Oh, and thank you very much for your compliment. Thank you very much indeed. So, all I need to do now to make a bot is get 1 pole and 3 planks, throw them on here. That's only half the work now. He's doing the other half for me. Well, that's an improvement, isn't it? Now he's going to be my plank maker. I need so many planks. Better do that right away. Record. Find a log in the forest and throw it on the table. Find the log here, in and around my forest. Throw it on the table. Repeat that again until question mark is full. Question mark being this. Now that forever. I do not want a pile of planks here. I want him to make 1 set of planks when I pick the ones up that he just made. That's all I'm going to need. Now let me put this in the backpack and get a pole and switch the 2 and get the other 2 planks. Look at how easy it is to make another bot now. Could be even easier though if he was my bot engineer number 2. He could now pick up 3 planks from here. Right, so do this times 3 for me, please. And then drop them onto the table until your hands are empty. And keep doing that. Yeah, that'll be out of sequence now because I already added 1 plank. Well, that doesn't matter. Good enough for me. Now, 2 bots, 2 bot engineers, these 2. Bot workshop. They do everything for me, and all I need to do now is pick up 1 pole. That's like putting in a key. Right? I stick in the key and there's my bot, ready and waiting. Now we're talking. Now it's a good idea to begin storing stuff. You know what? Let's do it that way. I want to build 1 crate. See, where do we do that? Let's do it down here. I'm going to move things around anyway. Alright, now 1 crate needs 4 planks and 4 poles. You, sir. Oops, I didn't mean to pick you up. Sorry. You are my plank to blueprint guy. Very simple. Pick up a plank until your hands are full. Drop it on a blueprint until your hands are empty. Do that forever. Go. I better mark the area where I'm going to build all my stuff, don't I? I don't need a big area. 5 by 5 is fine, just great. All I need. Oh, let's put them here. Yeah, that'll do. That's my construction zone. Right. Let me see this guy here. He's still busy. I don't want to interfere with him. Oh no, he's done his job. Great. Okay, record. So you always look here. It doesn't matter if this is a 7 by 7 area. You know, he's alright covering this. This is the center. That's why I need to mark it. Yeah, that's where I drop all my furniture to be built. He might find it even if I slip by 1 tile. There. Okay, that'll do. Off you go. But you've already done your stuff. All the planks are here. I need another bot. Actually, I need another plank. Planks are a bit short now, so I may help the plank maker here, just for now. By dropping another one on here. Just for once, just to keep things moving. Okay, take 1 plank, put it here. I need a pole maker too. I've got my plank maker, I need the pole maker now. So I don't have to make poles anymore. That's your job. Now it's all a bit... It's less organized. The order in which I do things is a bit... I'm jumping here, but... Ooh, plow maker. Whatever a plow is, he's now my plow maker. Record. We need to wait for 1 plank to be made. Now, is 1 for me? Yes, great. Pick 1 up, drop it on the other chopping block. Do that until that chopping block here is full. Do that forever. Go. Done. Plank maker, pole maker. You're the beginning of my sawmill. Where's my mouse cursor? There. done. Who's complaining here and why? Someone is... That's probably just the wind-up guy searching for stuff. Wind-up's needed here. Wind-up is still moving. Okay. You're still happy, but you'll... Ah, now he's beginning to slow down. Anyway, I'm ready to make another bot, so let's do that. Okay. You are now Mr. Pole to Blueprint. Takes ages to make the first crate, doesn't it? If I'd done that myself, I'd be finished by now. I'd have 2 or 3 crates ready and waiting. But there's no point in doing that. Oh, no, you're not. You're Mr. Wind-Up again. Because my first wind-up guy just ran dry. And I now have one bot that I can use to teach the other. So, the usual full size here in this range, done forever if you can, but if not, drop out, try again over here, check, and keep alternating between the two. And with those 2 bots covering the exact same area, they'll very rarely run dry both at the same time. This will keep them going for a long time. Alright, I need another bot, and see, it didn't matter that I used the one I just had ready for a different purpose, because the next bot is made in no time. So you know the Mr. Pole to Blueprint. At last, at long last. Oh, damn it. Put it down again. I forgot to press record. Pick up a pole and drop it on the blueprint. Pick up the pole here, find the blueprint there. Do this until your hands are full. Do that until your hands are empty. Do the lot forever. And off you go. We have a crate. Hooray! Not quite, but soon. Which means I don't have a pole at the moment, because he's using the poles. Did he leave one for me? He did. How very kind. Give me that. That's what I need for my next bot. And there's my crate. This took a very long time. But this one doesn't. And that's why you do it with bots. He's going to carry log to blueprint. Because this pallet needs a lock in addition to planks and poles. Record. Take a log. Carry that to the blueprint. Find the log here and around. And whoop, what? Oh, I messed it up. Okay, never mind. Delete the program. You wait, you're going to be used in a sec. So there's my first pallet. Now I need a bot that stores log on the pallet, and for that reason I'm actually glad I messed up the previous program, because it's better to use the pallet anyway. So you're my logger, right? Ready? Yeah, now he's ready. Find a log here in and around the forest and carry it to to the pallet here. There you go. Keep doing that. Simple as that. Alright, now log to blueprint. Not yet. I want another one of these pallets, please. And now Mr. Log to Blueprint needs to learn how to do that. You pick up a log from here. This is how you do it. Now we do it the professional way. And you drop it on there. And that area again is here. And you do that forever. Thank you very much. Okay. There's a good reason to make another one of these. Dee 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 dee. While he's doing that, I could teach a bot to carry acorns to the crate here. There's a good idea. Seed to crate. That's your job. Record. Find a seed in the forest. And anywhere around that as well. Do that until your hands are full. Drop them in there until your hands, oh, come on, are empty forever. Oh, stop. There you are. Right, and here we have 2 more of these. That's useful. Now I'm going to move these workstations here. But where? How do I rearrange this now? Let me see. You know what? I've got to get these sawmill guys here to stop and see me here in my office, please. Thank you very much. Because we're redecorating your offices now. Let's move you here. And you go there. You here. Oh, these trees are in the way. Ah, bummer. Can I have your axe, please? Oh no, and a spade. Oh, this is tedious. Too bad. Can't be helped. Okay, well, I'll carry it back, but he's already made a new one. So now we have 2 waiting, which doesn't matter. Now let's uproot these tree stumps here. 1. 2. And 3. Someone's complaining. Close the holes. Okay, put this back. Where's my logger? Here's my logger. What's wrong with you? Oh, you were out of juice. Okay, you find logs here for now. Just for now. They need to be carried away, please. Check. Go. And this seed to crate guy, stop. Same thing. please collect the seeds from up here because they're all in my way now. Go. Tidy up, please. This is taking too long, isn't it? Anyway, you go in between those two. That's the setup that I want. I've got to do it myself. It takes too long. Oh, the tree crate is already, or the seed crate is already full. That's why. Right, that'll do. M for move. Move you here. Why does that not work? What's in the way? One stick. I did. Look at that. This one silly stick here spoiled everything for me. Right? That's what it was. Yes, there you are. Okay, now this is a nice cycle. Yeah? From the log onto the chopping block, into the next pallet, onto the chopping block as a pole, and then here. And leave a gap here, because you want bots to be able to move through to get to places. Don't build walls. Walls are really a no-no. You don't want to inhibit your little bots too much. Right. Now we have a lot of reorganizing to do. The plank maker now needs to learn that he can find a log here. Instead of going to the forest, just go there and then make your plank. I've still got a pole here. That's good, because I need the pole for one more bot to move planks to the pallet. This is Mr. Plank to pallet. Record. Do we have planks here? Yeah, he's making planks. That's good. So you learn to pick up a plank from here and stick it in there. Now this you could actually do it like that. All right, you could just say pick up a plank and stick it in here, and that's good enough. He's fast enough, and he will now keep chopping logs into planks, and that's all fine. And now we can use the pole maker and teach him to find his plank in here. Don't be afraid of doing these things, and you know, having bots first do rather cumbersome stuff and then reprogramming them as you refine all your setup. You know, it's still easier to have bots do things right from the beginning and not bother yourself with doing everything manually. It really makes a huge difference. Now, plank to pallet. You're part of my sawmill. Now we have the 10th bot made. Now we get the crude gear that we need for science and stuff, but I'm not ready for that yet. First of all, I want to change my bot workshop here. Stop them. And I'll teach bot engineer number 1 that tree seeds are not in the forest anymore. Logs aren't either. You find your tree seed here. I was still holding on to a plank, which is why I couldn't take a tree seed. but the commands were still generated, and that's all I need to do. All I wanted to do was generate those commands. And also show him to pick up a log from here. No matter that I can't do it, the command is correct. Goes in here, and there's my bot maker ready to do his stuff again. Except he's now holding 2 seeds. And that is not good. That won't work, because now with 1 seed going on the table, he'll still hold on to the other and he can't pick up a log. Silly me. Okay, I'll gotta stop him, tell him to come here, drop everything, and then start his cycle fresh. And now it's okay again. Okay, now bot engineer number 2 record. Again, you find your planks here, and I can go there once and pick 3, and now we've got some memory free. So now, after you've done that, and I've put this plank back, okay, now I can teach you to also pick up a pole from here. If only there was one. Okay, let me do this manually. Silly record. Pick up a pole from here and stick that on the table as well. Okay. You do all that after you added all the planks, and you do all of this until question mark bot table is full, and then you repeat this, and now we have 0 memory free. Now I've got a perfect team of 2 bots completing a new bot for me every time when this slot is empty. So now I use him as my pole to crate. Not crate, actually pallet. Not that matters. Alright. And I teach him to pick up a pole and put it in here. I do that forever. That freed up this output slot, and immediately my bots go to work and make 1 more bot for me. Just 1. So I always have 1 fresh bot waiting. Pole to pallet is part of my sawmill. The logger is part of my forestry. So is seed to crate. Plank and pole and log to blueprint are now my builders. And usually I have the blue color for you guys, which is why the tool shop needs a different color. That maybe. Yeah, fair enough. That'll do. The 2 wind-ups are the beginning of my team of helpers. I've got my standard colors for these things. And the stone crusher is the first in my team of quarry stuff. And that of course is grey. You go in there, and then now they have got all of them in teams. The new bot is plainly visible down here at any time. Let's make another one of these tables. Don't make it where it's needed, make it here. Oh. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Because I really needed 2 crates first. For stones and sticks. And bots to make them. You are now Mr. Stone to crate. Pick up a stone. Yeah, from here. Come on, finish a crate for me, please. Oh, anyway, do this until your hands are full. Yeah, stupid. Build 2 crates simultaneously and you only wait longer for the first one to be finished. That's why mass producing is stupid. Build them one at a time and they are finished as fast as they can be finished. Much better. I'll never learn. I still do this. I still say make 2. Even though it doesn't speed things up. On the contrary, slows you down. Oh, I see the problem. I need to reorganize my builders here. Of course, log to blueprint is doing the right thing, but plank to blueprint? He's looking at the wrong place now. This is what... Oh. Record first. Record. This is where you find planks. Go there. Fill your hands. Go, go, go. Stupid. Getting late. Pole to blueprint, same thing. Stop you there. Find your pole here. Go there once. Pick until your hands are full. Do it. Now, Mr. Stone to crate. Record. This is your crate. Stuff it in there until your hands are empty. Do that forever. Go. Except that this crate now moves, I don't know, somewhere here maybe. And you too move. Actually, no, you move down here. Move right here. Do you still find it, or did I confuse you now? I confused you. Yes, I knew I would. Right, this is better. Okay, stone to crate. Stop. Go. And you are Mr. Stick to crate. Record. And you find sticks like this one in the forest, because where we cut trees is where sticks fall. Alright, and you put them in that crate, and you do this until your hands are full, and you do that until your hands are empty and forever, and that's that. Oh, no more logs. What's wrong with my logger? What are you doing? Oh, you're looking at... Oh, yes. Ha! Yes, I abused you, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Right. Same for the seed to crate guy. Made the same mistake here. It's all right to do this. It's not right to forget about it. Ding, ding, ding. More rewards. I don't need you. I really don't need you. Right. Stick to crate, that's part of the forestry stuff. Stone to crate is part of the quarry. Right, the tool makers. Axe maker. Stop you. Now watch, you can find a stick here. You can find a stone here and a stick there. Stone from here, stick from there. Do it. Same for the pick maker. Stop you. Record. Delete these. This is where you find a stone. That's where you find a stick. You go here. Go. Back goes the stone. Spade maker. Stop. Record. Delete. Delete. Find a stone here. Find a stick there. What? Ah, no more sticks in here, huh? That's unfortunate. Oh no, there are. Okay. Somehow missed the spot, I guess. Ah, not here. No, 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 no. Like that. Move, take, move, put. Move, take, move, put. Off you go. Right, they're happy now. And now, wait, you are doing nothing. Record. You are now Mr. Stick. Stupid. Give me another one. To blueprint. You take till your hands are full and you place them here until your hands are empty. And this range is here. Forever. Go. Right. Now the stone crusher here. Stop you. You won't find a boulder anymore. Where are you anyway? Where are you? You're here. Oh, here you are. Okay. Give me your tool. Record. You don't find a boulder anymore. You find this now. Are you done? Oh, yeah. Have your tool back. Do this inside the loop. Everyone's happy. Except my wind-up bot is not covering this. Yeah, I need to fix that when he's running dry, because I need one empty bot to teach a wind-up bot. I don't have a floppy disk yet. So you Mr. Stick to blueprint. Okay. Which means you go into the builder section and you're waiting to do something. Not sure yet what you do. But we move this table somewhere here. Where else am I going to build? Boxes for tools, not yet. Maybe I should, just for the fun of it, start to make these, the crude gear, so that the flashies stop. Okay, you're the crude gear maker. Oops. Crude gear takes 1 plank. Okay, there you go. It's one hell of a task. Put 1 plank on that table. Repeat that until That table is full. Repeat that forever. Thanks. I need a crate for those crude gear thingies. So you guys make a crate for me, please. And you are crude gear 2 crate. Can someone wind him up, please? Thank you. Ready. Okay, you take one of these. And stick it in there. And that forever, and that's all you do. And your box is going to sit here somewhere. Now we can start to think about science and stuff. And to make one of these, I need another builder. Crude gear to crate, crude gear maker is all sawmill stuff. And you're now Mr. Stone to Blueprint. I keep doing this. I hate it when that happens. Record. Find a stone. Take until your hands are full. Drop them on here. In this area. Do that until your hands... What? Until your hands are empty forever. There you go. You're part of my builders team. Oh, someone's run dry up here already. Very good. You're Mr. Windup number 3. Record. Okay, you wind him up. Tell him something funny. Wind him up. So sorry. Shouldn't make jokes like that. Do this in as big an area as possible, and you don't need to go any further than here, let's say. Alright, and do that forever. But also cover this area so we have extra coverage here, and it will send him here now and then, and there's a better chance of him being wound up himself by another bot. We need to rearrange this soon, but for now this will have to do. And here's my science lab. Very good. So let's move that. Now with the science lab, the only thing I need in my wind-up range is the in and output slot. Same here, you know, I don't need the pallets in my wind-up range. I only need the in and output of each of these stations in my wind-up range. That's where the bots go. The bot never goes here. Same with this one. So now we can do science. And the easiest one, the one that takes only 20 worth, is this one here with a stone. I'll get the stone from here. Not to disturb those guys up there, although next stone is coming up here wee bit faster, not much. And then we need colonist wealth, and if you haven't played the game yet and you're wondering what colonist wealth is, use the book. Go to the blueprint section of the book and enter the search term wealth, colonist wealth. There it is. That's what this is, and it's made with this little guy here, the colonist. And where do I get a colonist from? From an incubator and a seed. And where do I get a seed from? From a seed dispenser. Aha. So that's how that is. Okay, go to the blueprint section. Here's my seed dispenser. And there's my incubator. And both need planks and poles and crude gear. I have no bot yet providing crude gear to blueprint. I guess I have to shorten that word here. So that's going to be this guy's job. Find the crude gear here in the box. Fill up your hands, which is stupid because the crude gear weighs 2 anyway. With a weight of 2 and the bot only having 3 hands, he can only carry 1. But later I may replace him with a better bot, and then I'm prepared for the bot to take 2 at the same time. Anyway, on to the blueprint. Blueprints are found here. Do that till your hands are empty. Do it forever. Go. Now, while he's building that, I'd like to show you something. Oh, this is another builder. This is another. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Another wind-up guy that goes here. Right. Move that out here. No bot is ever going to visit those 2 stations, so I can move them to the side. Anyway, I'd like to show you something about these guys here. The plank to pallet and the pole to pallet. Well, not that they're tired, but how to improve on how many planks he's going to pick up and place here. Right now he's picking up 1 at a time. Don't do that when I'm talking. Right now he's picking up 1 at a time. I stop him here, record. I could tell him to pick up until his hands are full and then to drop until his hands are empty. But that is out of step with what the plank maker is producing. He's only producing 2 planks at a time. I could say pick up 2, but what if there's a 3rd plank lying here, or if there's only 1 because I stole 1? That isn't good either. That is another point where this box comes in handy. You say until hands are full if you can, and definitely empty your hands into this. And now when there's 2 planks lying here, he will pick up the 2 planks, but he's not going to wait for a 3rd one to show up. Right, 2 planks, he's going to pick up 2 planks, and then he'll carry them to the storage. If I take 1 here and drop it here, and there's 3 planks lying, he will pick up all 3. That's useful, I find. Same with the pole maker. Stop. No, not the pole maker. You carry on. The pole to pallet guy here. Stop. Record. Do this until your hands are full if you can. And do that until your hands are empty. Hooray. Right. By the way, you can tell that I'm very happy with my small little forest here. Those 3 pallets are usually full. And if they're not, the production is wrong, not the storage, too small. Now, have one of these. This is so cute here. This little machine, that is hilarious. Now, yeah, the Minecraft approach is so typical. Everybody does it. Now, this seed, as you know, goes into the incubator so that we can turn this into a settler. If you happen to play too much with this machine, you get lots of seeds here and you don't know what to do with them, just stick them back in this dispenser. You can always put them back. They don't have to pile up here. That's useful. Let's have one of these. With a stick, you can dig up mushrooms if you want. With this stick you can also dig a hole and close a hole if you need to do that. Anyway, mushrooms are allowed in here. With a stick you can beat a berry bush. Berries are also a food which is allowed in here. I saw a few chicken running around here. They are a chicken. Alright. An egg is only half as nutritious as a berry or a mushroom. So I've got 4/5 of what I need. One more berry, one more mushroom, or 2 eggs. And I only do that to show that eggs are also accepted. But that you need 2 eggs in the place of 1 berry or so. Anyway, there's my little settler. And then I get told what these settlers can do. Yeehaw! Very nice. And this one guy is enough for the beginning. Alright, with him I'll do all my research much faster than I can use what I'm researching. There's no point in researching thousands of different things if I don't use them yet. I don't need 10 settlers to speed this up like crazy and then not be able to use any of it. So, anyway, now you use a stick and... no, you don't. So tempting, isn't it? Okay, no, we're not going to beat him. Do I? Oh yes, I have 2 bushes here already in my wind-up area. That's not too bad. Pole to pallet? What are you doing out here? Did I move you by accident? Too bad. Anyway, it's all cute with the 2 bushes here, but they're not enough. I need a few more here. I need to extend this field a bit. Let's do that. And I'd rather plant them a bit. Well, actually I could plant 2 rows this way. That's what I do. Let's plan ahead here. I want 2 rows of 6. This is where my berries go. Berries are the easiest food. And berties. No, you're not berties. You're berries. Right. So, first of all, we need to dig up the turf here. You are Mr. Turf Digger. Record. You pick up a spade from here and you dig turf here. And you do that in this area, and you do it in horizontal stripes. Check. You can use my spade. You pick up a new one only until your hands are not empty. You do this whole lot forever, and off you go. And we want to keep the turf somewhere, so let's have them make another crate for me. And you are now the turf collector or something like that. Record. Pick up the turf. And that's alright. Your work area may well be a bit offset and larger. That doesn't matter. That's okay. You do that until your hands are full. And again, if you can, sometimes there may not be 3 of them ready and waiting, so be happy with 2 if you don't find a 3rd one if you can't fill your hands. And then stick that in the crate until your hands are empty. Do that forever. And do it, and I'll move the crate next to you so you don't have to walk so far. There you go. Let's beat around the bush a bit. I know that beating around the bush means something else. That was a deliberate and rather stupid pun. Oh, and I could dig a hole using this stick. That's not a bad idea, is it? That'll do for now. I'm Minecrafting. Don't watch, I'm Minecrafting. I'm doing shit myself. Not for long though. Not for long. Now the turf digger. Stop. Record. Give me your spade. You don't find turf anymore. You dig a hole now. Again. In here. In horizontal stripes. Using this spade. Whoa, stop. Record. Now. And you're now my berry whacker. Record. And you fetch a stick from here until your hands are not empty. I want him to hold 1 stick, not 3 sticks at once. Oh, I'm glad you're laughing at my joke. And now I want you to beat the bush. Oh no, actually the move command needs to be included in this case. Now, have my stick, and in fact I think you can have this as well. It doesn't matter when you hold 2. I'd rather you don't, but it's okay if you do. And you find the nearest bush. I'm not going to make a joke about the nearest bush. No, it's tempting, but I shouldn't. Unfortunately, we don't have beavers in this game, or it would be even worse. We need another crate. Oh, crate. Yeah. You see how I constantly sort of keep things like this here waiting while I prepare stuff. I'm not in a rush to feed him. There's no rush, you know. I wasn't in a rush to make my first crate. I use these situations when this kind of need arises to build my system around that and make sure that it runs smooth. That's far more important, and that may well take a bit of time, but everything here is running smooth. I don't have to worry about any stuff here anymore because it's set up properly. It's up and running and maintenance free, so to speak. It may be a bit short with only a dozen bushes. It may be that when the bushwhacker reaches the last one, the first isn't quite ready again with fresh berries, but okay, one more and we're done. And here's my crate. Okay, and the turf digger is now anyway. What are you doing? You're not doing anything. Stop. You're now a spare bot. With a spade. A bot with a spade. You know what? You are my turf digger. I'll park you here. Come see me in my office. I always wanted to say that to someone. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to put you in record mode. Go to sleep here. The turf collector. Well, similar thing actually. You don't find anything here, right? So, come see me here. Right. Ready and waiting for... we don't know yet. So, this is a bad place for that crate. I want you down here where my settler is. Not nice. Not at all nice, but... yeah, come on. Let's have it like that. Oh, and I need another crate. I need one crate for the wolf here, for the love. And you are now my berry to crate. Let's stick to that kind of names. It's boring, but it's useful later to have standardized names. It really helps. Oh, one wider here, one less wide on either side here. That will do nicely. Find berries until your hands are full. Stick them in there until your hands are empty. Do that forever. Simple as that. Berry whacker, berry to crate. That is farming. And you have, oh, you have the red color because it's spare. There you are. Now you're both helpers, really, of sorts. And you are now the berry feeder. Record. Take it from here. Take it to there. Take until your hands are full. Feed until your hands are empty. Yeah, do that in this area. That's good enough. Go. Actually, it's too small to give it a name, so maybe I'll make it one bigger each direction. Yeah, this is now my childcare area. I see them as children, these settlers, always do. That'll do. And you are now to crate. Okay. And the crate goes right next here. Oh wait. Better that way round so we can see what's happening here. Alright. Move to crate. That's you. Record. Collect wolf until your hands are full. Stick them in there until your hands are empty forever. Maybe I should try to center this here, although it doesn't matter. There you go. Do it. Freeloaders is cute. I love it. Freeloaders. That's the best one yet. Because that's exactly what they are. Right, and this is Mr. Art for Science. Just because. Although I should call him wealth something as well. Now that makes his distance very short, and that's important because it takes time for each heart here to be digested. But then when that's happened, I want him to be very quick with the next set of hearts here. And that's why I want this distance to be as short as possible, so that we have only a few short pauses in here. Clack, clack, clack. 1, 2, 3, and now there's a short empty cycle here, and then we go on again. I could double this. I could have 2 bots taking alternating turns, and that way the lab would never have to wait. But this one settler here, well, he's not going to produce that much worth anyway. Now, how much do we have here in terms of berries? Not much of a surplus yet, but we have a little more. We have more berries than this guy can digest. Now that may be a good reason to have one more settler. Can I get 5 berries from here? I can. Brill. Okay, there's settler number 2. I think we can feed you as well. And that's about all I can do. I think 1.5 may be what I can sort of keep happy with the 12 berry bushes I have here. I could now add a second berry farm here. Again with a 3-man team, or 2-man team, 1 whacking and 1 collecting. But I find that kind of boring, and that's why I'd probably set up a mushroom farm, the same size, down here somewhere. And they're going to move anyway. That's why the signs are so important. As soon as I get the signs, I reorganize all my bots using signs. It takes time, it takes an effort, but the sooner you do it, the better. Because once you have them assigned to signs, it's very easy to move these fields around and place them elsewhere and reorganize everything. Oh, I need to save this. Oh, yeah, that'll do. And I think this is where I have to call it a night. I realize I'm mumbling more and more now. Really. So everything's running away with me here now. And now you've seen all the main principles I was eager to show you. You know, from now on it's more of the same. A lot of it is, not all. I could still show you how to use 2 boxes to have mushrooms for planting and mushrooms for the cook and stuff like that. Yeah. Fishing is great stuff. The berries are easy. The apple trees are easy once you've got the mallet. Mushrooms are a bit more demanding because you have to replant them all the time. Fishing with bait fishing is really nice. And it doesn't matter what you feed these settlers. You can have just berries everywhere and feed them loads and loads of berries. And that's how I used to do it in the beginning because it was easier that way. Now I find it's more fun to serve a variety of food. And then eventually when one of them is upgraded to a settler in a hut, I can use one of the food sources, let's say the berries, and upgrade it to the tier 2 kind of food, whereas mushrooms and fish are still left at basic level and kept for feeding the other 2 settlers. Well, I usually have 3 here, I should say that. So with 3 settlers I would probably upgrade 1 to a hut, let the other 2 do their business still on low level. Make sure with 1 in a hut that he gets the food he needs, and when that is up and running and without a hiccup, then I upgrade the second one and say maybe I can serve him too. And that's when it's a good idea to have multiple different food sources so you can upgrade them as well, one by one, and not all at once, not all at the same time. Yeah, but anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you very, very much for staying with me until now. I was looking forward to doing this. I was really eager and looking for someone I could show this to, and I'm glad you were with me here. Much appreciated, Blue Malays. Much appreciated.